Test. Mike. 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 I believe we're good. Believe we are good. Alrighty, y'all. So, 28,927 rebirths. Closing in on that good 29K. Pretty close. But it's still far away because it's like, what, normal XP, so it's kind of like, oh well. What up, Bill? Long time no see. Fine evening. It's not evening for me, it's pretty much 9 a.m. So, so in this case, it'll be a morning. It'll be a morning indeed. We'll be grinding some rebirths for today. What's up, Dart, Bill, and Lucas? What up, Lucas? We got Lucas up in here. Focus gonna be solely on the progression of our rebirths. Now, I saw on the DBU official server that they were saying update soon and etc. etc. It's been days since, so I'm sure they are taking their time and prepping for it. I mean, that's better than a year and a half wait, so we can't really complain about the duration of when it's gonna come out. Still, either or, we appreciate Papa Pingo, and we appreciate the new devs as well. And with that said, I'm losing train of thought. Anyway, trying to figure out whether this is the best course to go here. I heard that they'll reset rebirths with levels. They said it may or may not do that, because they stopped by. One developer stopped by on stream, so they may not do that. Plus, that was an idea, that wasn't official, so nothing to worry about. That was nothing official. That wasn't more of an official statement, but that was more of an idea that that community involvement. Yeah, like I said, it was more of an idea rather than an official statement. So there's no worry about it. There's no worry about it. I did 3.2K today. Nice work, Lucas. Get more levels by quests. You found a quantity of quests. Yeah, that's why I said you don't have to worry about it, because you don't have to worry about it at all, because it wasn't like an official statement like this will happen. It was more of an idea. I'm also very interested in this idea. Just imagine how they'll rebalance the late game players to the newer players. Yeah, I already see the intention behind, like, I saw the intention behind it. Yes, to rebalance everybody, with the benefits being like, because when you look at it, if that update is more of a choice rather than a force, then it's obvious that people will go for the level updates, because you'll get more times the stats that you normally would. Well, it takes a person, I don't know, 5 minutes to rebirth one time. Will take a person who took 10 minutes to rebirth 2 times instead. So they rebirth in 10 minutes. They receive 2 rebirths instead of the person that hits the 5-minute mark. So in the long run, or in the short run, the level things will actually be helpful. Would be more beneficial, to be exact. But like I said, it's more of an idea than an official statement. It's not part. It's not part of the sneak peeks or anything. At least to what I've seen. And I'm just speaking that as a regular viewer. So DB looks better with higher graphics. Higher graphics. Yeah, levels are insane. Just imagine that one at the level 20, and they said it would be 8 times rebirth. Yeah, the scaling will definitely increase. We'll have people instantly in the millions. It won't be as OP as a person think, because the scaling will change, obviously, and stuff like that. Yeah, the scaling will definitely change. So really, just pretty much just to, like, you know, rebalance new players and players, but then again, it's not official. Anything that happens, pretty much, I'm ready for either or type of situation. I'm ready for either or type situation. We're not gonna, like, you know, stop what we were doing or anything of the sort. Just go keep it moving. Ooh. I believe it's next week, y'all. Next week I start back in college. It's gonna get busy, but I'll be sure to do my best to fit in a time to continue to stream, etc., etc. I'll try to take it easy in this turn. I don't know what they'll do, but I don't know too much about the game's limits, like how broken it is to do a new NPC. For example, how they set Azaro to a whopping 5 million quest point before the nerf. Chris, you sound tired. I just woke up early. That's pretty much it. Yeah, just woke up early. But you can also think of this as like prep for next week when college starts. Gotta start waking up a little bit early now. So it's more like getting adjusted, slowly adjusted. I'm thinking of turning that fan on or off. Oh no. Gotta wake. Gotta wake, gotta wake, gotta wake, gotta wake, gotta wake up. Gotta wake up, wake up. Gotta wake up. Boom, 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 boom. Made a program that calculates the lot limit for DBU because you need a quantity of NPCs until they reach the limit. Because there's 15 million quest points. That are constant plus 2 million that change with revs. Well, you mentioned quest points. I thought you were in DBFR mode for a second. Though there's one thing that I did like about the change, is that they added this part. The quest amount that you receive, whether it's spot on or just as close to spot on, that's a bit W. But was it you or some? Oh, were you the one that made the site DBU calculator? I believe. What was it called? Dragon Blox Ultimate Calculator. Yeah, it says home, leaderboard, bosses, clans, contact, Discord. Said how many rebirths do you have? Do you have talents? Is the weekend, Halloween event, select the boss, etc. I wonder if that was you that made that site. I didn't like it because it gets harder to catch the original points for stats. Was it you that made that site? So I don't know why people say Chris autos. Wait, so people think I auto? Oofy oof. Like, look at my streams. I posted those ones that I set to private back to public. And they can just do the calculations from there. I just gotta think about it. The person's trying to like calculate all that I've done for the past 4 to 5 years now in playing DBU. They're gonna be there for a good while. Cause you gotta think about, because that's not including normal XP. You're talking about normal XP, 2 times XP. The day that I got talents too. The day that I got talents was not the first day. I didn't get talents like the first day or anything when I started playing. It's around when I had 100 plus rebirths. So you gotta keep that in mind. Then you gotta keep in mind the bosses back then. Said no, that wasn't me. Although I already visited the site before. Oh, I see. What do you think of the site? There was a person named DBU Calculator or something like that. I'm not sure. Who was it that made that site? I have no idea. Hey, I got a question. And for anybody that because I've been hearing stories about this, you know, for the past like 5 years since playing, but I've heard that people have learned English while playing this game. I was wondering what method did people use to learn English, to learn English while playing DBU, while just playing DBU and being in the chat overall. Is there a lot of people that you know, like in VC, they're like English isn't the first language, but they're using it really good. Like they're doing it pretty good, and they're based, and their only like source of information and getting that off of is Dragon Blox Ultimate. So if anybody's like rewatching, or if anybody knows like already in the live chat or anything, like the methods that it took for you to learn English through the game itself, let me know. Let me know indeed. Okay, so you also learned about Roblox. I actually want to know how you did it, because I want to see if I can apply that to other languages as well. Because like I said, I'm going to point out, your English, good, solid, pretty solid, pretty solid, pretty solid. Honestly, I didn't like it that much. I much prefer something where you can input, let's see, where you can input how many quest points you need, also the event, but I like the menu there. Yeah, it seems pretty solid. Yeah, the menu, pretty straightforward. How many rewards you have, do you have talents, and then it's the weekend, Halloween. So even the mention of Halloween, that means that it's being kept in tabs. Yeah, Chris, English is my first language, but I also want to be in Roblox. See, that's something like I said before, props, like big props. Learning it through Roblox. I want to have be able to see how, you know, a person learned it. I had to learn English by just translating using Google Translate. It translates everything with like 50% accuracy though. But it's still, but the results from it, I'm just telling you right now, I'm just telling you that the results were, because you're now talking to me in English. Yeah, so I'm telling you the results are just thumbs up. So any type of method or path that you did, and advice that you got, or how you went your way into doing it, basically translate it and stuff like that, and just going from there. It'll give me a different perspective on how to approach it. Because you have two different types of people. You have people who are good at like cramming everything, and you have people that just like go with it naturally, and then kind of just learn as they go. That's a good thing then, that Roblox can teach non-English speakers English. Yeah, because Lucas, like I said, I've encountered many people that just started saying a little bit of English, and I saw their English improved over time. Like, I saw it. I was like, huh, this person is using English more, a lot more. So I saw that and I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. And we're talking about just Roblox game. Just Roblox game. Just playing Roblox in general, like, improves it a lot. Then after I got to the point of intermediate English, I could straight up just ask someone how to pronunciate things. Then I start trying to English. I try to listen to English content and stuff. Nice. Then I started using caption English, stuff like YouTube, musics, and stuff to learn how native people speak. Then I start to really learn English. I see. Nice, nice, nice. So it's like immersing yourself into it, jumping in. Whew. Said Chris, is the game alive again? We got some. Oh, what's up, Cosmo? Yeah, we still got people playing. I said we got some people that plan on updating the game soon. Well, no window, but so far the updates and stuff like that have been pretty solid. For me, it was like watching anime with subtitles. Remember how you can watch anime and understand some words without even looking at the subtitles? That is what starts to happen over time. Naruhodo, like that. Yeah, I be hearing that a lot. Naruhodo, like that. Or so desu ka. I believe those two. I think those two. Naruhodo is so desu ka. Yeah. Mostly anime with subtitles. Yeah, but the amount of anime that I consumed and like I can understand like instantly hiragana and katakana, like that for instance. That's just like a few practices based on like what I'm looking at, but other than that, I can 90-something% get that down pat. Yeah, that pretty much is like a smart move though. The way you went about it. Because if you think about it, you take a you take different, like if you like take a class, then you'll be taught a standard of how to speak English, right? But if you just go to Roblox where you know like people talk like in different ways than how English, just like you're taking a normal person like conversation and going from there. They'll be like, here's how to say this, and that, right? You start learning Japanese when they say "suki desu," "sate sate sate." Yeah, Melio, yeah, Melio desu. "Sate sate sate." And this is how you learn to pronounce English by reading the subs. You can learn if you know the word's meaning. Okay. Are you talking about in their Japanese sub, or we're talking about anime with subtitles, with English subtitles, or anime with Japanese, the original native subtitles? Because mostly if you do it in Japanese subtitles, they'll put it in they won't put it. You have the option. I think it's any melon. I think you have the option to put in Romanji and stuff like that, and etc. But majority of the time, you probably want to most likely put it in Japanese because they'll include hiragana, katakana, and kanji characters that go with them. So I think it kind of depends on like you have some people who will say sate 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 with the letters like SATE, but then you'll have people that say sate 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 with probably with hiragana, katakana, or with a kanji or something like that. What's up, AJ? Said, nah, I'm talking about how you start to learn the pronunciation with the English stuff. You start translating the words, understanding their meaning for your native language, consuming content. Oh, yeah, because it has a similar, yeah, it's kind of similar. Like I said, it's kind of like, yeah, I see what you're saying, because it's kind of similar. Like you're saying, just, Soruto. Like, even though that's like, Toriyama, Akira, is still using the letters and words that are familiar to, like, to say and pronunciate. Instead of, like, Je suis parlé en français. Like, no. Like, no. That's wholly, like, that's wholly different. I would be like, je. Like, that's, like, see, like, je suis, like that, see? Like, je suis parler and francas. Yeah, that'll basically be that. It says je suis parler en français, so that's why we see, like, the difference there. Comes to Japanese, with that. Now, okay, so double XP is not on. A way to figure out if double XP is on or not, if you join in the game and then go into the menu, there's a thing on the bottom right when you see Goku and Vegeta before you hit either new game or play game, where it'll say either 2 XP is on or off. It'll be bolded in either red or green. If it's in red, then it's gonna say, like, 2 XP is disabled. And then if it's green, it'll say 2 XP enabled. Yeah. Man, like, what's up, man? Like, what up? I was seeing a French meme about how they say 16 instead of 70, then they start counting up, like 60 11, 60 12, and at 80 it's like 24. Man, what? Quatre Vips. I have no idea how to pronunciation.
80.
Oh, that's way wrong. Ghetto. It sounds like I'm saying ghetto. See, so okay, so like that, for instance, that's a good example, right? That's a good example of saying, like, 80. The words there don't match how the pronunciation is supposed to be. But for Japanese, it's pretty, like, straight. It's pretty like there, like Naruto, Boruto. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Boruto, yeah. So yeah. So the rest, just learn through. Okay. I finally have enough rebirths to get every form. Nice! Like, how do you do a counting system that's confusing? 68. It's 68 in French. But 6010 is 70. Oof. So, like, 6010. Yes, the 6010s was... So did they go, like, 68, and then 6010, and then 70 something after that? Or instead of like after the hit 60, 68, and then etc. I don't know. Then 6010 would be that new number. Oh. That's crazy. I'll look away for 5 seconds and you're already at Goku Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan Blue. No, they start counting up like 66, 67, 68, 69, 60, 10, 60, 11, and going on until 60, 19. They go 20, 24, 40. What in the world? Yeah, that is kind of different. Let's see what the last thing that was said in the announcements. It said, "Hey guys, just so you know, we're getting this update done ASAP. We just ran into some delays along the way with some developers, but don't worry, we're working our hardest to get the updates out to you guys." Well, it's always good to have some double checks, bug fixes, etc, etc. But we do know that it's near. It is near. He said the update better drop this week. No, we do have patience for the update, y'all. We do have patience. We do have a lot of patience for the update. We do have a lot of patience. If one thing this game will teach you is patience. for both rebirths and updates. Like instead of 70, it's 60-10. Like why such an explicit 60 plus 10 when they could have gone 70? No idea.
Ooh.
That Chris has so much patience that in 2 years of Super Saiyan Blue UI, he finally got Astral Instinct. To think that in 2020, we had Super Saiyan Blue UI. Man. And that's my favorite form too. Because the way it looks. Especially with that drippy outfit. I might wanna go back to that low key. Like this gi here is my OG outfit. But that Supreme drip, that was a fun little era right there. Just a short filler with Supreme drip. Doesn't really feel like 3 years with it, yeah. It'll feel like many years have passed in this game though. 5 years, or yeah, just about 5 years have passed. Good old DBU. But in game, it's probably like more than that, because it feels like a lot of years went by in this game. Besides the outside controllers. They'll have the dev fix the stats for boss and show how much you get from Rebirth. Yeah, that was a good feature that I really liked. That was a good feature that I really liked. What's another feature? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, how the quest pointer. The quest pointer will actually take you to, like, you know, a boss that you won't die immediately. They won't take you to a boss that you just like won't die or anything of the sorts. And on top of that, private servers 250. Private servers went from 500 to 250. I know some people are happy about that. That alone of itself, you can even call that an update. You can call that one an update. It's been like 3 years for Super Saiyan Blue UI, for real. $500 was crazy. Yeah, that stuff adds up. Becomes too pricey. Really becomes too pricey. So 250 was really a nice solid choice. One thing I noticed that is when you go to Kid Gohan and join the quest and looking to the left of Kid Gohan and going straight, you'll find out that they didn't delete Halloween boss. Yeah, someone mentioned that person, like, if you like get out of the map or something like that, like get outside of the map's limitations or something like that, you'll be able to find the island where the Halloween boss is at. Just like in Bill's planet, you just, you know, like go past the barrier somewhere up there and then start flying over there into these places. Now it takes a while to get over there. Do you still get XP from killing it because it was no quest? Oh, I have no idea about that one. You don't even need much of it. The original dude who showcased where it rotated so much, where it was rotated so much you get lost. But just looking straight to Gohan, then going left will get you there. You still get XP, 100k for daytime and 200k for nighttime. But only when Goku Black. Okay. And quest points though, just imagine it's 2 XP. Ooh-wee. That's basically your hidden boss right there. Your hidden Halloween boss. That's your secret hidden boss. $100k and 200k are in quest points though. Just imagine it's 2 XP to 4 XP your Broly stats. Apex, what is up? What's up, Apex? What is up? What is up? What is up? Nano, what's up, Nano? Secret boss that makes you get a rebirth in less than 10 minutes with 2 XP. Whew. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know if you was here last time, but we did time ourselves to see how much rebirth, how long it would take for us to get a rebirth, right? On a casual, and I'm not talking about no like racing every millisecond type. Just like a nice casual with the exception of etc, right? So for a normal XP like this one, right? Our normal time was 3 minutes and my bad. Our normal time in a normal XP was 4 minutes and 21 seconds, right? Now on the 2 XP, that changed to 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So they're around like what, 50 something thousand. Jump from, you know, like a minute, stuff like that. But I believe the interesting part was when they mentioned about Miko's time with his 1 million rebirths, and I believe they said his time was like a minute and 50 seconds, so basically close to that 2 minutes. The higher you get in rebirths, the harder it gets to go down in that time frame, like bit time. Friend took me to the Halloween boss secretly. Call it the hidden boss. The secret hidden boss. Imagine being a rep 100, 200 and doing it at like 10 minutes. Pretty broken. Pretty broken indeed. For XP, it took me like 6 minutes with talents and I had 400 or something. Oh man, that's insane. Ooh wait, 6 minutes, 400 rebirths, 4 times. Yeah, Chris, the maximum with talents, no events, and double XP is like 13 kills. 13 times 12, 156. This with Super Saiyan Blue UI. Super Saiyan Blue UI. It was the same, man. Wish I had this the 2 XP with it. I don't know why. Like, oh, did I? Oh, okay, there we go. There. Let's see if we can find it. So the Halloween boss was somewhere. Let's see. Let's just take a see if we can find it. See how it does. You got 1.4. Well, actually, you're close to 1.5 actually, and no talents. Got any tips or tricks like what boss to grind at what stats? Hey, that's pretty impressive. 1.5k rebirths. Bro, what is up with my character? 1.5k rebirths. My character was stuck on the ground. 1.5k rebirths. Nice work. Nice work indeed. Without talents. Like what boss to grind at what stats? Let's see. Well, I don't know if you knew this, but they did update the game to where the quest guides you to where you want to be now. It's not like how it was previously. They updated to the point now where it builds up the preference. But as you saw in Bill's Planet, when I went into Bill's Planet, the quest guided me towards Whis. I do Whis one time, and then it tells me to go to Super Saiyan Blue UI. But before I go to Super Saiyan Blue UI, I do at least 2 to 3 rounds of Super Saiyan 4 Vikuta before going to the destination there, because it'll be more beneficial, more faster. So they did update the quest points, but it's still, you know, like your preference type, whatever works your style more. But it's not gonna like instant kill you or anything in the sort, so you don't have to worry about that. Let me see. Sick. Oh, you can literally... Huh? There's no barrier? What in the world? Huh? Did the map just update it or something like that? That's why it looks like that? Okay, so this is Kid Gohan. And then you look left, and then you go straight. We'll be able to find him? What in the world? There's the secret boss. I can't see anything in front of me. Will I be able to get there? Oh, is that it over there? Is that it right there in the distance? That little spot? Is that spot right there? Is that the secret boss? Over there? The hidden boss? Or is it still further ahead? Oh no, it's closer? Huh. So it's not this area then. Okay. Let's keep moving. Cause that's a long way. That's actually a long way. Takes like 30 seconds to fly towards it with no stats. 30 seconds. Oh, I see it now. That was unexpected. Yeah, I could tell it's definitely the Halloween boss. Yeah, it's definitely the Halloween boss. Now, how do you get inside? You go up. Oh, okay. Hello, hello. Hidden boss. Didn't expect to find you here. I don't know if I'll get any stats though. Whoa. I can't even see your stats. You might one-shot me. Oh wait, no, you're not one-shotting me. How much will it take to actually do some damage to you? That's right, you're like pretty strong. I forgot how strong you were. Let's can we go Omen? Bring it. What in the world? No, that's kind of... Wait. 10 mil... What? Doesn't it say... Oh, that's not actually the real stats. I don't know what I'm talking about. So you get like 1 point... something from it. See, 4.3. Yeah. This actually would be beneficial for the new players if they find it. 100%. This will definitely be beneficial for the new players if they find it. This is a game changer for the new players. It's definitely a game changer for new players, early players, etc. etc. Because the gains of it is like, ooh. Especially if you're only just rebirthing. If you're rebirthing on Earth, but even if you're rebirthing on builds too, kind of like a W there. Still a W. You can go up and join him from the top, like go from the top down. I don't know why he's as fast as a normal player flying with aura. Well, we have met the hidden boss. Oh yeah, Chris gets like 1.447 E9 in Halloween daytime. 1 billion plus 447 million stats. It's the best energy combo it builds for grinding boss fast. I usually use Energy Volley and Beast Cannon. Energy Volley and Beast Cannon is what I use. Usually I do this, Astral Instinct, Energy Volley, and then Beast Cannon. Have it there. Now see, for instance, it's telling me here, you can go to here, right? But I know that with the stats that I have right here, it's more better for me to fight Vikuta, more than likely. Let me check. Until I'm at like in the 20s of billions, then I go straight to the last boss. So no orb. You can use orb if you want to. If you want to use orb, you can use orb. Because I believe the orb won't do the glitch thing where it does in public servers. Like if you want to use orb, you can use orb. Orb is also good too. Energy Volley and then follow up with an orb, that's good. But if you're doing it in a public server and then the orb keeps like glitching, you can use Energy Volley and God Blast. And then I will soon repeat that process, or you add a death beam to it for you know, like just for that. Yeah, let's do that instead. Energy Volley, God Blast, Death Beam, or Energy Volley, Beast Cannon, or Energy Volley Orb. And then when it gets to the point where you're like doing this, like one blast does this much, then you're chilling. You're chilling so far. Space Energy, Sono Orb. Is Ultimate Spear Bomb or Destruction Orb, it just insta kills it. Yeah, it can insta kills it. But I don't know if they changed it, but I don't know if they fixed that I have no idea if they fixed that problem that that when you launch a Destruction Orb, it pauses. It just pauses mid-air or something like that. Now that was only like known in public, but in private servers, then you have zero issues with it, less issues with it, more than likely. P2, what's up, P2? Oh, what would be a W update is the Zenny. The Zenny thing. Let the Zenny be less than what it should be based on, you know, like, okay, this person is ready for bills. So this person is eligible to go to bills, right? They do that, then it's really going to be a difference. Maybe a huge difference. That's going to be a huge difference right there. The Zenny thing will definitely be a big help. Because it'll be this, and then this. Then go reset character. And then go Super Broly. And then get that MG Volley ready to go. And then usually you can go to builds just like that. Just with that much. And then fight like, I don't know, Beerus. Actually, or UI Omen Goku. Or you can do it 2 times. And then usually at that point, you can do it now at that point. Or you can just do it 1 time and then just go straight to builds. And then figure it out from there. Because either way, it's going to be a bit jump. But it's going to be a bit different for players to go to bills almost immediately. Don't have to worry about the Zen costs. You think they should fix the quest delay for private servers? You mean like when you click on it? Hold on. There's good instincts. You talking about like this, right? Like that, right? You talking about that right there, right? I think they did that for... Papa Pingo did that for a good reason as well. Because of the auto farmers. I believe so. Doing that was probably for the auto farmers. But like you mentioned right now, you said it doesn't really stop the auto farmers. Because apparently, you know, it doesn't really do much. As far as I know, I don't know what, like, I'm not really sure if that's gonna be, I have no idea in terms of if it's gonna be addressed or not. But I do know that it's been like that for so long that to the point where it grew accustomed to it. Like that, like we did like twice. And there are moments where I do this and this, right? Remember, I used to just turn quest mode and music off, even though there was no music playing. Had to get used to not doing that since there was now music, and the quest guy was actually helpful. Now, I only need the quest guide for a little bit because we were slowly getting our way back to like learning our method. So sooner or later we won't be needing quest guide. We actually could turn it off right now and just have the music playing because we know where to go now. So sorry for going out for some minutes. My phone battery died. You're good. You're good. Maybe up to like 200. Then you start skipping bosses. Let me say to save. I think I have a good grasp on normal XP, so I can turn the quest mode off. See if I memorize well. Yeah. I don't know why the quest mode's still on. I could have sworn I turned it off. I could have sworn I turned it off. I thought of making an optimistic algorithm for DPU NPCs, but the game is so complex, I can't even grasp the idea. Like, is flying better than reset? Is this NPC better than that? Damage is higher, etc, etc. I still remember the interesting fact that it took me until a 24-hour stream around like when I had like 5,000 rebirths to realize that the reset method to realize about the reset method. That was still wild to me that no one told me about the reset method until I was like 5,000 rebirths, 5,000 rebirths in. Said flying is better than resetting on Earth. Flying from X Fighter, me flying for X Fighter to get to Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Yeah, flying is obviously better in builds because it's pretty much like similar to the old map. That old map, well, the old map you can pretty much get to one place to another pretty quickly. Yeah, flying is better when you get into builds. I knew about that until the 200-ish rebirth, and I learned it late 2020. I see. See, I haven't learned about that until like way later down the line. Ooh-wee. 5,000 rebirths, and then Tempo was like, you know, you could just do the reset method, where you just do the boss and then reset your character, and then go to the boss more quicker. I was like, really? That was funny. We were just casually flying to each and every boss. We didn't stop it from our time or anything. We just kept moving. No one else told. Like I said, that's the interesting part. No one else told me about the reset method. At least if they said it, then I had no idea of remembering it. Crazy Reds. What's up, Dale? What's up? Wonder when I didn't even need it. I already quitted the game because of too many auto farmers. I see. Well, we have a group of developers now that have been updating the game, you know, tweaking it and stuff like that. Private servers are now 250. The quest points tell you the exact or around the exact amount that you get for the boss. The quest guide is also improved. Of course, you see Astral Instinct. That's a new form, as well as I think it's a new melee and new energy moves that you can get from Goku Black that spawns at night. It's more of a raid boss that gives you like a bunch of stats if you defeat him. But he's pretty tanky, but he gives you a drop, and those drops will be the skills that you see in the thing as well. And then the perks. Notice how the perks said went from 20 XP to 25 XP. So the rebirth should feel pretty good as well. It just took you tempo to hit, no big deal. If you had continued playing before, I think you might even be above detail. Well, the most important thing is being sure, and in a game that's really that can really get you mentally if you're not careful with the patience thing. It was probably very important that I did take the break. Yeah. Otherwise that would have been bad. It would have been bad. You gotta back out. You gotta back out when it's time to. And then you can come back at any given time and just go from there. And you know how you can use defense and punch while dead right, and at the last 500 millisecond before spawning, you can use Ki Blast too. How about an increase in stats? I'm trying to figure out which one you're referring to. I have almost 1.5k reps. Would you suggest me to grind the Halloween boss or straight up go to builds like normal? Time. Okay, so in this case, time yourself. Time yourself and see how much time it takes you to hit your rebirth. Requirement. Or you can see what the gains feels like by looking at your stats, doing the Halloween boss, and seeing how much you gain each boss, and compare it to your last boss requirement, how long it takes you to get that. Take each side, time yourself for Halloween boss, and then time yourself for going to builds, doing one session of a rebirth, and then go from there. Go from there, and then you'll be good to go. I get like 36 million per kill on Halloween boss. Alright, in that case, like I said, time yourself on the Halloween boss of how long it takes for you to get one rebirth, and then time yourself how long it takes for you to get a rebirth in a normal grinding session. If the Halloween boss is more beneficial towards you, then Halloween boss. If the normal method is more beneficial towards you, then normal method it is. But if they're both relatively around the same pace, then you don't have to go to builds. I think we have. You talked about game coding or something. That sounds sounds pretty accurate. But you also talked about Jumper 2020. Let's see. Well, I remember being in the Dragon Blox Ultimate official server. They need at least 400 mil to hit kill Halloween with one punch. Then you then like 30 mil to hit kill. If you get to this stats or like 15 mil with Vegeta or Nappa, you get a lot there. Oh, what in the world? Ran into the bug again. Oh, I was wondering what that was. Ooh. The world of DBU. The world of DBU. The world of DBU was like actually like similar to how those manhwa novels are, when the main character be playing the video game and then be transported into it. Of course, everything will look different. You wouldn't be limited to what you see here, because in actuality, the world building will work on itself, just like how a author, how they have a situation where the author of a book be transported into their own book, but they're not in charge of how the world building works or every individual's person's thoughts. So the world itself starts amending itself to try to make sense of it, right? Making different other continents. But mostly the author focuses on the main story revolving around the characters, right? That's what you notice. But then we actually go inside of the actual novel, the actual world. The world is different from the game. So I wonder how the world of DBU would be, if a person were to be transported into manhwa style or isekai style into this. Now I wouldn't want particularly Goku and Vegeta to be in there, but something that'll be more of a this will be more of a simulation battle training area, or simulation battle training cube area. I would say this would be more of a training session, similar to Reichenhardt's cube of the Illusion's voice. I'm basically rambling on, so don't mind me. But we're talking about the Illusion's voice here. Cube here that takes you, and then you can go in there for training. It can be private, or you can meet with others and train with them, and then communicate with others this way. Where in the outside world of this, or this world, outside the training session is the normal day-to-day life, etc. Anyway, that's that. Whew. Chris, just imagine someone who got all the powers and rebirths from your character. You'd be a universal-sized god. Just imagine that Super Saiyan Blue, Gogeta Super Saiyan Blue MUI gets defeated by one Ki Blast with only 10 times reps. It would have to balance itself. Honestly, I wouldn't want it to be too crazy OP. I would want it to have a unique, if the actual world was being transported into it, I would say it'd be mostly based on like a person. Each person has a unique style that's to them. Either a person is born with a unique ability, a unique affinity that's not similar to the forms that you see here, but more of a custom form. Like some people have the original Dragon Ball forms, etc., etc. But then, like for instance, we're talking about like custom form. I already know what mine gonna look like. It's gonna look like this. This could be the quick form. This is the ultimate form. This would be my like ultimate form. Not like Gohan type ultimate, but like the ultimate. So it's like a, I don't know, situations like that. Yeah, but the more realistic thing about it would be that there would be people that if you're looking at it, like I said, and the way, like I said, like if this was like really like if everything that's in this game was transported like all into the transported into that world, right? You have different types of fighters. You have those that'll like train and do this stuff like that. But then you have those that'll go like underground black markets and then get like a sterilization that jets strength, improves on their training ability, improves on their their like progression and strengths. And I believe the boss in this case in the underground black market would be more of a dimensional like type of broker or a type of person. What I'm basically saying is that you'll have to include the quote-unquote auto farmers too. Because if you think about it, we're talking about like trying to get the one up on another person, so you would go underground to see if you can get a one up on a person. The person in question, the big boss, would be more of a dimensional being that can like travel universally into other dimensions or so, which would be accurate because well, sure, I don't have to explain that to you. But no, I think everybody would be at a balance. I wouldn't be the strongest, obviously. No, I wouldn't. But I'll have a unique ability that still makes me pretty good. Pretty good. But if you got stuck at DBU playing at 24/7 and rebirthing since the start of the game, well, you'd have millions of rebirths. I think it wouldn't be converted into like rebirths. I'm trying to see how would it be converted to in the actual like real world of DBU. There was this instance one time where there was this novel, this manga that I read, right? It was about a person who is playing inside the video game they was playing, and then they were playing normally, and then they encounter another person like them that was from the same world that they was, but technically they weren't from the same world that they was, right? They were actually from a different and similar world to them, but they were still part of the game. So this person knew that person was from another world inside that game, but that person from another world transported to that world because that particular world that he viewed as a game in his world was a book novel in the other person's world. Anyway, that's that. So imagine that DBU was a book, right? From another person's perspective, and then another person's perspective is the video game here. That's pretty odd, pretty weird, right? Pretty odd and weird. Manjiro, what's up? What's up, Manjiro? What up? Whoa. All right. Still playing game even though it's dead. Crazy work, man. We just recently came back, so it's not like I've been around for the so it's not like I've been here since then. Multiple universes and timelines. This feels like a paradox. It wouldn't be too complicated. It would actually just I was actually just describing just a small scenario, but like it wouldn't be too extreme. It would just be like the people that contact the person to make them stronger. In this case, the auto farmers. In this case, would in the world of DBU would be more of a underground black market exclusive list of people who want to get stronger. Some are sold the cheap variants, some are sold the high value variants, and some make their own, right? Let's be realistically how the story would mostly fit in. You have VIP clients, you have regular clients, you have a person who just train their strength regularly, etc, etc. And I'm trying to see how it all fit in. Dark Appetite would definitely be notorious in the story. Definitely be known around pretty much worlds. But then as time begins to pass, because I feel like with the time changing, like we have 5 years here, but I feel like more years have passed in this game than the outside world. Interesting indeed. Because it feels like when I was told about the lore of Dark Appetite, right? It felt like this person was like more of a ancient type of person. So if we're talking about when I started versus when Dark started, it'll be like years and years and years and years before I even arrive, or before I even step into the scene. And we'd have to think about the age too. Because I accidentally created some mathematical theorem and now I have to do an academic paper about it. It's so complex that I'm starting to go crazy. A mathematical theorem. And now you have to do an academic paper about it. Ooh wee. Well, if it's anyone that can pull it off, you got it, you got it. Because when it comes to those good old numbers, you know what you're doing. All those good old numbers. Numerical, numeral. Like the mathematical equation, certainly difficult. Ooh-wee. Wonder what the collaboration of DBU calculator and all. I'm trying to see who else was it. There's Builder was good with calculations. And there was DBU calculator. There was another. I feel like there was another more people that I've encountered on stream that would like. I don't know why my character starts out like underneath the ground. They say it was Atlas Zero. Atlas Zero? For... oh man. Here we go indeed. Here we go indeed. Oh. My goodness, I cannot speak right now. Interesting part about DBU. So most people ask how a person keeps going, right? How a person keeps going in DBU in terms of like motivation to keep rebirthing, etc., etc. It's the unexpected lore that came with it, right? It's the unexpected lore that came with it. When Dad_Smurf told me the lore of DBU, it added more like a motivator that was added on top of that. Kind of acting like a boost, a nice boost. People started inventing lore. No. It wasn't invented. Because it was natural. It was not forced. I promise you, the lore was not forced at all. We just basically were living within it. We were living within it. We were living within it. I was on my 3rd rebirth, right? And I was like, I believe I was on my 3rd or 5th rebirth. And I was like, well, I got all the forms, so I'm about to leave now. I was about to dip. I was getting ready to dip. Then Dad_Smurf, he was like, bro, this game is more than just what you see. This game is more than what you think it is. We have a villain. We have a villain. We have a villain, Dark Outside. Man, do you know my reaction when I heard 500 billion stats back then? Insanity. My first thoughts when joining the Fusion Squad was, wait, who has 500 billion stats? That was insane to hit back then. So you had mini arts, you had the clan art, you had the Dark Empire, and then you had the Commonwealth. All these weren't forced. The tournaments that Sun Farhat did were really like a key point and a key factor. The encounter with the, I believe it's called the that secret 3XP server, that server that was held like the server, all the servers, the XP events were off, right? But there was one server that had 3 XP in it, and then we were able to get access and going in. Fusion Timmy was able to find a server for us. It was me, him, and Dad_Smurf. So we went in there, and then we was all up in there with the pros. Dragoon, Papa Pingo. Well, Papa Pingo came later, but Zeus Sniper, Young Destoy. Like I said, like I said, the lore is what like got me going, as well as the rebirthing is key from Sun Farhat, etc., etc. But the lore is what really got me like pretty much going and going. When people was like how can you still keep going even after all this time, right? Well, the lore still continues. I'd be like, okay, so what arc? When I come back, I'd be like, guys, what arc are we on now? And they'd be like, we're on this arc now. And I was like, oh, okay. So this is what's happening. Right. Oh. Yeah, I think the player base and fan base started naturally creating a lore for the game because of clans and stuff. And it wasn't like I said, I'm gonna say it again, but it didn't feel forced to me. It just kind of just happened. We indeed do need a rematch. We gotta see what this we gotta see how to play. Like I said, the players, everything feels odd now. I don't know where we're at in terms of the arc of how things are going, because now we have new, if we think about it, we have new owners. Realistically we have new owners with chosen top 5 strongest, or the chosen strongest. Dragoon was now, if you think about it, Dragoon, Miko, as well as any of the others, as well as Harps as well, were now promoted as the top 5 strongest, or more like the chosen ones, or like the angels, or the guardians. So a lot has changed. A lot has changed indeed. Remember on late 2020 with the Sun one named the Key fused with Renato, and bro, fuse glitch going to 4.9 trillion stats. Oh, you talking about? Ooh, you talking about that fusion glitch? Ooh, well, not fusion glitch, fusion form glitch to be exact. That was insane. Whoa, yeah, Gravity Slam. What's it called? I need to figure out what's the energy name for it. Omega Nuke. Yeah, it was the Omega Nuke. Yeah, it was the Omega Nuke. That could affect the whole server. If you do it right, then it affects the entire. You launch an Omega Nuke that just happens to affect everyone. Top 50 out of points is more like the gap like increased by a lot though. Like, and most people say it had to do with the Ozaru or something like that. Something happened with the Ozaru update, and all of a sudden top 10 apparently is like 70k plus. Top 50 is now like 30k plus, I believe. So I don't know why I'm going to Super Saiyan Blue 4, but it's weird. Devs and testers. Well, we're just gonna have to see how things go. We're just gonna have to see how the progression goes. It's gonna be just part of the story. Because everything pretty much is unexpected at this point. Apparently we got an update coming. So I have no idea. Because the last thing they said was like, this update is gonna be done ASAP. That was on the 6th. So we know that another update is coming, so I have no idea what update that's going to be, what changes were going to be made, etc. But what was I saying? Yeah, Bill was just mentioning about, yeah, the Ozaru update must have did something. Now this was before I came back, but apparently the Ozaru update did like had a massive, yeah, you said it had a glitch that could make you rebirth every like 8 seconds. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee. Nah, see, that's like, that is worse than, I'm telling you right now, that is worse than Fuse Glitch. That is worse than no stat requirements. Cause you can even think about it. So even with it's like no stat requirements. That's like standing bills, right? And then getting enough stats to fuse with your alt, or having somebody already there to help you. And the 10% thing is removed too on top of that. Because if no stat requirements were, were removed, you have to also take out the 10% too, otherwise it's pointless. So that way you can just do one key blast. You do the one key blast thing and people get strong that way. Or you have the fusion glitch where you I forgot what it was called, because Raccoony the Legend introduced another fusion type glitch. I mean, not fusion type glitch, but another rep glitch, to where you rebirth at a certain point. I believe you do a blast and then you rep at the same time. You do a blast and then you rebirth at the same time. Like what I'm doing. If I do Beast Cannon and then I rebirth just in time, then I can get the stats. Then I can get basically 4.19 Bill and just stay at Bill's planet. Yeah. You stay at Bill because yeah, that was the glitch. That was that glitch. There was a rep glitch like that, to where you do Beast Cannon, like get it ready, boom, Beast Cannon, and then you rep, like you have it ready, like boom, and then you repped. And then once it like does that, it takes you to the boss that you need to go to. So there was that rep glitch. There was also that rep glitch that was also patched. I knew there were a lot of glitches. It was just that one that I almost forgot about, that Raccoony the Legend had introduced a long time ago. Man, oh man. It's because Ozaru had 5 million stats, and as I said, the game has 15 million stats maxed. So if you had 3x event or 2x event plus talents, you get 1 Ozaru and rep plus the glitch. Oof. Yeah, it was way too OP. Because I believe, because also, if you think about it, Goku Black, which spawns in at around, like, what time, I believe. Wait, did it not? That's weird, because I know I said accept. Oh, well. It's fine. Well, actually, I want to go to, it's been a minute since we went to Radix. All I did was just punch the boss pretty much at that point. Alright, let's go Super Saiyan 3. Alright, Raditz. Let's fight. When is it better to fight Raditz than X Fighter? And see where he takes me. Where are you gonna take me, Raditz? Okay, so Raditz still takes me to Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Only difference is that I have Energy Volley ready to go. Or do I have more stats than usual? Actually, that would be more accurate. I would have more stats than usual. It wouldn't be too bad to start off with Radix. Because then I can, like, you know, one shot. Just straight fly over there. I forgot all... Yeah. Now that I think about it, there's a lot of glitches. I'm glad that the fusion form glitch was patched. I'm glad that was patched. That was kind of OP. Fusion glitch. Fusion glitch is still around, but it's not as effective as it would be when a person like gives you fusion and then leaves and then rejoins immediately. But you still have the fusion. But as long as you don't like try to punch or click anything, I believe you can do one move, and I believe that's it. But you can't shift. You can't do a shift, and you can't try to fly. You can like just, you're limited, but you can still do what you can still do what you can, but you're kind of limited on what you can and can't do. By the way, Chris, the equation I discovered was something to convert periodic numbers to fractions. I saw like 0.999 to 9/9 or 0.565656 to 56/99. And in terms, and what is that in terms of? Like the 56/99? Are we talking about like talking about just numbers in general, or does 56/99 relates to something as like the boss or something like that, or the probability of something? Is fractions 56 divided by 99 is equal to... Okay, so you're dividing. Okay. Don't. Sean, what's up, Sean? Do you know if there's gonna be a 4XP weekend on DBU? No. Have no idea. The only thing I do know is that an update is supposed to happen soon. I don't know when, but an update's supposed to happen soon. Because that was announced in the DBU official server that they're gonna try to push out an update. There's some update happening. I have no idea what the update is gonna be, but I haven't heard anything about a 4XP, but I do know that there's supposed to be an update soon. So we just gotta see on their end, on the developers end, and then go from there. I found it strange because every time I got deeper into my research, I found something ever so much harder and complex. After some time, I start using the formula for infinite irregular alternated sums. Is it numbers to figure out a certain equation, Oh yeah. Because you mentioned it earlier about a mathematical theorem, right? Yeah. Does this relate to that theorem that you mentioned earlier? To the theorem that you was talking about, indeed. Okay, nice. Oh, I don't know why I'm going here. Let's just do this instead. Fly over to good old Radix. What's up, Nits? What is up? What's up? What's up? Is this Nits Vivian or Nits? Different Nits? Which Nits? Which Nits are we talking about here? I have no idea. Long time no see. We recently, okay, so hear me out. We recently just came back, so we're slowly getting our way back into it. But at the same time, I start back my last semester in college next week. So we almost there. We almost there in terms of like almost done with like school, etc., etc. Almost there, like almost there, almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Cool indeed. Cool indeed. Almost to that finish line. But yeah, we came back a couple weeks ago, or a month ago, or so. Maybe a couple weeks ago. I'm not really sure. But yeah, apparently there were new owners, and they started updating the game, making some tweaks and stuff like that. Private service will change from 500 to 250. The quest guides are different now. I believe they changed the perks. They changed the perks of the rebirth from 20% to 25%. So it definitely did some boost there. And then when you go in, you know, like how you go in here, it say the quest, it actually tells you the amount that you'll gain from it based on the amount of rebirths that you have. W. And as you can see, the new form here, they added, well, this form, as well as the other forms that are attainable by drops of a boss, of that being Goku Black. Goku Black. And now we have an upcoming update, to which we don't know when yet, but we do know that they mention it in announcements. Now, Papa Pingo is still here, but I believe Boss Studios has taken over. Just a little recap. Summary recap, I believe so. I'm probably missing a couple more things, but get the gist. And after another researcher started using it for infinite irregular alternated sums and other numeric basis. Like, what is that? Why is it so complex? It does sound complex, because when it comes to numbers, hoo-wee. I can't. it's like we reached a hold on. If I was to really give it a nice comparison, it'd be like this. In a let's say in a regular video game, right? A regular video game, to where, let's say, like Resident Evil or Resident Evil, Sparking Zero, or Call of Duty. If we take Bill for example, right? Bill will focus on number inputs, damage inputs. So you know that like 2 shots equals this amount of damage. So you have 2 to 3 more shots until you die, or this amount of damage plus this amount of damage with these numbers, plus the amount of numbers that you get when you put the shield on you or something like that to cover yourself up with. The amount of shield that you put on this person. Oh, I think I hit him for like, or a Fortnite reference. Oh, I think I hit him for 73. So if I calculate this, and that, then it's gonna equal to, bro. Bro, I don't know if I can reach that level, but that'd be some like, I have to be like super passionate if I want to reach on that level of basis. It's most likely if numbers is a person's strong suit, they can really use that to their advantage. They can really use that to their advantage to get a big gap. A big gap. There are 2 ways a person can tell that a person is almost low in health. That can be visually, or just the amount of times a person gets hit and they track them, or some of those sorts. I don't know. It's like an RPG type of game where they mentioned about AoEs, the perks. You get like a 5% increased chance of a critical attack. Like something like that would be studied upon, versus me looking at it and just being like, oh, okay, so there's 5% chance I'll just get a critical hit in. Where in Bio's case, Bio will look at this and be like, oh, so okay, so if I do this, and that, then this will equal this, and that, and this will cause me to hit that 5% critical hit. Versus me looking at it and be like, oh, cool. It's traditionally algebraic notation. It's impossible to define a number like 0.33333 as a different base, but the equation that I made just made this type of thing possible. Man, I had what would we call it? A breakthrough. Yeah. A breakthrough upon this research. Okay. Now I don't do that Oh, I thought you do it consciously. I would have been like, that's a natural talent right there. Oof. I just do these types of Fortnite calculations inconsistently. Just using the damage already done. Like I have 4 billion net bills and go like, oh, 1 volley, 1 destruction orb. Okay. I think I've already mentioned this before, but if I said that if you was like a main character in a manga novel that's playing a virtual reality type of game or something like that, that's based on like a lot of numbers, AoEs, 20% increase of an attack, 5% increase of defense, something, etc. You have a 2% chance of awakening a new form if you reach to 20% lower chance of health. You'll be able to demolish that just like that. Boom, just like that. You'll be able to demolish it just like that. No to PF Noob. Hello. Long time no see. Long time no see indeed, man. Long time no see indeed. Ooh wee. Hello. I must have missed out on a lot of stuff. Recently came back and I just realized everything just went up. Updates been happening. Tweets have been happening. The scaling of players have been happening. We now have chosen strongest people. And by chosen strongest people, I'm talking about the people that are like either testers, or in this case, either angels or top 5 strongest that were selected to be the strongest. Heard about those? So there was a lot of stuff. That I ran into, but one of the things that I really enjoyed that I'll point out is that the private servers were decreased. The private servers were decreased from 500. What up, West Lane? Yes, sir, West Lane. Private servers decreased from 500 to 250, so that's already a W. And then on top of that, the quest that tells you, oh, you get this amount on all stats based on the amount of rebirths you have. That was also a W. Then they redid the quest points, etc., etc., all that. That was pretty much a W too. That was a W right there. Nice live, Chris. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, Westlane. Much appreciated indeed. Chris came back and now knows DBU is updated once 2 weeks before GTA 6 came out. It's either once every 2 weeks or once every month, once every 2 months. At this point, we kind of already have patience for an update because we waited a year and a half for an update before. So pretty much we already, at this point, we already have like some pretty good patience. We got that good old patient level, good patience level of rebirthing. They'll help us out indeed. Oh, did I went too early? I wonder. Or I went on time. It's because of Raditz? I have no idea. I'm gonna just do X Fighter Trainer. Since I thought Raditz would. But when Beast came out, I was already like, oh, goodbye, Pingo, because I knew he wasn't going to update the game anymore. Oh, you talking about Beast. When Beast came out. I remember when I was trying to get caught up on, you know, on most stuff, right? I was still in college at that time, and then all of a sudden I see on Discord, hey, new owner here. And I was like, what? It's like, wait, what's happening? It's like, wait, what's happening here? Then they started making sneak peeks of the Ozaro. And then I was already kind of doubtful. I was kind of like, oh boy, cause I was thinking, how is it gonna work with the you know, with the mobile thing, right? But it made it to a boss, so I was like, okay. But at the same time, I was like, whoa. I remember seeing all these changes and I was like, man, it's like, alrighty. W. Of course, there had to be some, like, you know, like some changes and stuff like that. Like how Goku Black was like way too strong. Way too strong at one point. Like super crazy strong. I forgot what really activates that because it makes it look like playing on controller. Really, I'm not though. Only 5 people, including me, could fight Goku Black before he was nerfed. Yeah, that was pretty odd. That's man. nobody could fight fight Goku Black. At that point, that was just pretty much exclusive. If you was in the quads, or if you was in like close to the high teals, you was good. Was like a very small percentage of players that could like reach that level. So if you were a rebirth grinder, nah, that was it. Man, oh man. Only 5 people. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, he had like 9.22 quintillion defense, 92 quintillion. I mean 92 quad HP. Man, what? Quintillion defense. What type of raid boss? Man, what? You might as well just call that the top 5. The top 5 strongest people. The top 5 strongest stat grinders in the game. Raid boss. That was literally exclusive to stat grinders. And we're talking about a small percentage of stat grinders. Say hello, Chris. What's with the mustache? Now you look like a villain. Now I don't even know. I've been called the Monopoly guy, the Eggman. Well, like when I like like get ready and stuff like that and be curling up my mustache and stuff, and it'd be like, oh, you look like a real villain. And I'll be like, bro. I'd be like, I don't know. I have no idea. At the farm an orb, you had to form an orb to one-shot him. Oh man. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Okay, so I need a little bit of clarification here. Because apparently, someone gave me a reveal, a realization, one of probably the most biggest plot twists, if ever, and I just need some confirmation. So, is ideal max score? Because someone told me that, and that probably like changed almost like bloom like that. It was a bloom realization. A bloom realization right there. Two identities. Ideal equals max score. Because I was super confused when people were saying ideal / max, and I was like, what? It's like, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Ideal, max score, ideal. That was probably the most confusing thing. I just need double confirmations if that was like really the case. Okay, so ideal is not max for the last time. Okay, I have no idea where, like all that's like coming from. That was super confusing. Super confusing. Man, cause that was insane. A whole realization, because that's quite the plot twist, or the that would man. When someone told me that, I was like, wait, what? Never I would have imagined. But anyway, so I already had 2 sextillion HP before because of a Gohan bug I found. Gohan made negative damage and healed me instead. Now that's funny. Okay, that's kind of funny. Alright. Gohan healed me instead of dealing damage. I had less HP. Gohan was more healing. Ooh-wee. That was funny. Gohan healing instead of dealing damage to the opponent. Tempo / alt. Altman. Yeah, and I had when Tempo was here at one point, I think a couple streams back, like just a couple streams ago, I informed him of the change that happened with the owners and stuff like that. Of how it's not Papa Pingo, it's Boss Studios now, etc, etc. I was more surprised to see that Nitz Vivian's server was open. Like it was open. Like it was just open. I was like, what in the world? I was like, alrighty. Well. Alrighty. No. I think, I'm just looking forward to it. If there's one thing I'm looking forward to, I'm looking forward to seeing what the updates are going to be like for the future. I'm looking forward to seeing what plans the developers have for the update. I'm looking forward to seeing that, and I'm looking forward to seeing the reactions and etc. etc. See how things go. On my alt account, when I was doing Gohan, he transformed into a Zaro. He killed me. They need to fix that. Oh, I was not expecting that. Did like nighttime fall or something like that, and then the arrow start pointing or something? I wasn't expecting to see a like Gohan just straight transforming in front of you. It's crazy to see that at high rebirths, like 100k, you can clearly tell apart the speed of every NPC. Yeah, because I think I mentioned before about Miko rebirth. What's it like to rebirth at 1,000,037 or something like that? I think his time was 1:50, so just pretty much round it to 2 minutes, really. That's a pretty big jump gap. I'm not even gonna lie, that's a pretty big jump gap. Mind you, on a normal XP, what we're doing right now, 4 minutes and 20 seconds, or 4 minutes and 21 seconds, right? Whichever one it was. Then on the 2XP is 3 minutes and like 21 seconds or something like that. And we're not even hitting the, like 100,000. We're still talking about like 50-something thousand rebirths in terms of that. So it only gets harder from there in terms of the decreased time. Man, oh man. It only gets more difficult to lower that time, even with 1,000,000 rebirths. Even with 1,000,000 rebirths. Even with 1,000,000 rebirths. Like when you use Form and Aura, you start to notice the speed difference every NPC. Because of how many stats you're getting. One rare reps can get 50 million stats without leaving bills on rep. Oh yeah, okay. So that's one of the benefits. So one of the benefits right there is that you can just stay in bills. You can stay. You can pretty much stay. You enter the level to where you don't have to where you've reached the God tier plane. God destruction tier plane where you can stay there. Stay in the realm of the gods. This without nothing like 2 XP, talents, events, and stuff. Just base. Okay, just base. Yeah, because when 4 XP was on, we definitely saw a difference there. And the games were pretty insane. Whew. With 4 XP talents and double XP, 1 mil, versus gets 80 million. A single punch. Ooh wee. Punch a couple times and then you're ready for good old Vegeta. So it's like this, it gets easier as you go, increasing the time. Right? And there are 2 ways to approach this, right? There are 2 ways to approaching grinding rebirths. Now of course the person could just like, you know, take their time and rebirth as usual, normal pace. You have people that go the normal pace, you have people that go the speed pace, and then you have people that go the millisecond speed pace. Like I'm talking about just pure focus, which can really burn you out. But for some people it works. Some people it works. Never have reached that far. I've reached the point of consistency, long grinds, hours, and then keeping that consistent for days and days to the point where your mental is messing with you. Like I said, there were times back in 2020 days and 2021 up to there to where you be grinding, and then a song plays, right? A song be playing. The song is like the song is called like every day is exactly the same, and those words are more true than ever. Those words were more true. Couldn't have said it any better than that. But that was back when everything was like very like that was back when everything was like super into it and stuff like that. But now we already hit the goal that we wanted to hit for a while, for the longest time. So now we just progressing at whatever pace that feels right. So the math sounds around. I don't believe in it. It's 7.9. What's up, Easy King? Long time no see. Easy King. Long time no see indeed. I have 21 rebirths on my main account. I want to know if it gets faster the more you rebirth. Yes, it does. It does get faster the more you rebirth. Because sooner or later, what takes a person like 40 minutes to rebirth will soon take 20 minutes. And then eventually it'll take 10 minutes. Etc, etc. Now once you get under that 10-minute mark, you're pretty much good. And that's not too far off. Especially now with like I said, it's different. It's always different for each person. For every person is different because we start at a certain point. At a certain point in the game, so it's gonna be faster for a person at least now than it was back then to reach a certain point. It's gonna be faster for a certain point for a person to hit a certain amount of rebirths now than it did back then. Because back then you just had Broly. Imagine Broly as your last boss. Imagine Broly as your last boss. Broly as your last boss. Man, oh man. So definitely, it's gonna get faster. And then on top of that, the recent update they went from 20 XP to 25 XP. So that you may look at it and you may be like, oh, but that's something big. That's something big. That's gonna help the effect, the feeling effect. Trust. Source, trust me, girl. Source, trust me, bro. Like no events, no talents, no double XP, literally nothing. Yeah. Do you think by 2025 I will have the same amount of rebirths you currently have? 2025? Let's see. Well, it would take, if we're being realistic here. Well, okay, because that really is a difficult question. The reason why I say that's a difficult question, and most people in the chat will probably know that answer better than I do, but judging from just you telling me, with all the bosses that are available right now, and with the menu showing, you know, like you have a 25% XP boost, private servers are at a lower price than before. If we're talking about pure consistency, if we're talking about consistent every single day, you have a consistent amount of hours put into the game, stuff like that. Keep it consistent each and every day. I wouldn't say a year, but maybe a year. Well, okay. Keep in mind, because I still don't know exactly my gameplay time in total in this game, in terms of long time. Like, I played the game since 2020, so it's been 5 years. But that does not mean that I played the game for literally 5 consecutive years consistently. There have been times where I had breaks, very long breaks, where I had months break. There are times where days that I had to take, like, just pretty much a long type of break. So now, I believe Detail H2O is a good example. He started. Now Detail started. This is a good example here, Sean. Detail H2O started, I believe, in 2021. Now, if Detail is already in the chat, he can let me know in terms of it. Now, he started in the year 2021. I started in 2020, and he was able to surpass me. Now, I was already ahead, like, a lot. Like, I think I was in like maybe 10,000 rebirths at that time, or maybe 11,000, 12,000 or so. Around that range, he was able to keep it consistent and pass me. So, like I said, it depends on your motivation. Your consistency, and your motivation will all depend on how long it takes for you to get to a certain amount of rebirths. It's gonna really determine. It's gonna really determine that. Is really going to determine your motivation for it. I don't have really an estimated answer for it, because there are some people who started. Because I'll tell you this, there's some people who started at 2019 before I even started playing. But they're playing casual. Like, they're not doing it like competitively or so like that. So like I said, you have different types of players. So it really gonna depend on your motivation. How bad do you want it? Do you want what's your goal? What's your big goal? Do you want to go for 10,000 rebirths? Do you want to go for 20,000 rebirths? You go for 10,000, 20,000 rebirths, then you gotta have small goal, big goals, and then medium goals. Small goal, okay, so for today I'm going to hit this amount of rebirths. That's for today, right? And then for big goals, let's say, okay, I wanna for this month, I wanna go for this amount of rebirths in this month's time. And then the main goal would be what a main goal. The main goal would be like something like this. So if we're talking about realistically in this state, let's think like this. If we were to say small goal, big goal, and main goal. Now I'm gonna do it in terms of like difference here. All right, so we have to pretend like I'm at 30,000 rebirths. Let's pretend I'm at 30,000 rebirths. Now, it's always gonna be different for people. Small goal would be 100 rebirths. To get 100 rebirths, that would be the small goal. It's different for everybody. A person may say 5 rebirths, 10 rebirths, 20 rebirths, small goal. Now, the higher you get in rebirths, that small goal is going to be something like, at this point, at this stage, be like, okay, 100 rebirths would be my small goal. The big one, the big goal, right, would be, let's say 30,000 rebirths. What's your small goal? 30,000 rebirths, 30,100 rebirths. So 30,100 rebirths would be the small goal. And then the big goal would be 31,000. Gaining 1,000. That would be the big goal. And then the main goal would be 40,000. You got to go like shot up like that. That's the main goal. Then once you hit that main goal, then you redo it. And then once you hit that, redo it. So make a cycle. Make a cycle of small goal, big goal, main goal. And then keep attacking them over and over again. Then once you attain that main goal that you were aiming for, do it over again. Do it over again to keep that consistency going. Find something to occupy yourself. This game is going to teach you about patience. This game is going to teach you about patience. So it's not something to rush in for. Otherwise, you'll burn yourself out. Don't rush in their head first. Do not rush in their head first. Do not rush. Take your time and always think about the patience. Patience and consistency. You're really going to be more beneficial in terms of consistent. If you hit 50 rebirths, or if you hit 5 rebirths today, and then you hit 5 rebirths the next day, and then you hit 5 rebirths the next day, and then you hit 5 rebirths the next day, and then you hit 5 rebirths the next day, and then the amount of time it takes you to hit 5 rebirths, now it's going to decrease, and then you're going to hit 10 rebirths the next day, and then you're going to hit 10 rebirths the next day. At the same time that you was before that took you to do the 5 rebirths, you're going to hit 10 rebirths the next day, you're going to hit 10 rebirths the next day, you're going to hit 10 rebirths the next day. You're trying to go for that same goal over and over again, because then you'll have to one up on somebody else who is doing 10, 2, 20. I'm taking a couple days off. 10, 2, 20. I'm gonna take a couple months off. 10, 2. Compare that to I'm gonna hit 5 rebirths the next day. 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 I'm gonna hit, and then all of a sudden the time gets lower, and then the time that it took you to hit 5 rebirths, now switch over to 10. I'm gonna hit 10 rebirths the next day. 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 Now we get into 20. I'm gonna hit 20 rebirths the next day. I'm gonna hit 20 rebirths the next day. The key is having that consistency. That's the patience part, and that's pretty much can be the difficult part, because you're trying to be consistent, almost like a consistent thing. Now of course, there are gonna be some days where you're not gonna be like crazy consistent, right? That's pretty much like the no-brainer, obvious thing. But you want to try your best to be as close to it as possible. My estimated amount of hours for like 5k rebirths is about 1.5k to 2.5k hours, and it's rounding up without talents too. Like what? Chris, if you had talents and supposed every rebirth, talents in every rebirth is 2 hours. To 100, you need 200. To 100 you need 200 hours. Then let's say it's gone down to 1 hour magically after 100. It'd take 400 hours for 500, 600 hours for 500 rebirth. Yeah, because you increase the scaling, or the scaling of what it takes of what you previously were aiming for. So the 100 that took you so the goal of hitting this amount of rebirths that took you this amount of hours to hit will now be increased, and pretty much won't change, but it probably will change depending on how you look at it. But it probably won't change depending on how you look at it. Just depends on how you look at it. By the end of the month, I will tell you how much I have. Okay, good deal. But then it just spirals down, because let's say you get 2 reps every hour. 2 reps every hour after 500, getting to 1k at 250 hours. and then assume 4, and then let's assume 4. Going to 125 hours for 1.5k. 1.5k, 975 hours. Plummets. 2 reps every hour. Because it's kind of weird how that's all set up to where it gets easier as you go, but at the same time, the higher you go, the harder it gets at a certain point, which makes sense because you got let's see, the 1 hour it takes you to rebirth, then the 30 minutes that it takes you to rebirth, then the 10 minutes that it takes you to rebirth, then the 8 minutes, then the 6 minutes, then the 5 minutes. And then at that point, you've already entered the stage of, well, now you gotta have a different perspective so that way you don't like get too discouraged. What's gonna matter is how you grind casual, not how you grind when you're at your best. Because if you start grinding when you're at your best, then it's gonna like it's gonna really not only demotivate you but also burn you out more. So you want to do it as casual as possible. As casual as possible. Like, we're talking about watching YouTube while grinding. We're talking about listening to music while grinding. We're talking about being distracted while grinding. So that way, you're like talking with your friends in VC, and then you're still grinding, usual. Watching a YouTube video on power scaling or anything of the sort. Well, let's read that again. But then it just spirals down, because let's say you get 2 rep every hours after 500. Getting to 1k at 250 hours. Then let's assume 4. Going to 125 hours for 1.5k. This means 1.5k equals 975 hours. It plummeted. It's because it is a... Why was I about to say, like in a Pythagorean style, I can't say it right. I cannot pronounce it right. Is it logarithmic? No, logarithmic? Or is it logarithmic? Logarithmic. Oh my goodness. Hoo-wee. Like, my mind's saying it in a way, but at the same time, it's like, when I speak it, it's like, nah, that ain't, nah, I can't tell you. It's like, nah, I can't tell you, man. I can't tell you. Ooh-wee, what in the world? I made an example using Desmos for every rebirth. That's what I said before about a program of log limit for DBU. Yeah, but it only increases 3 mil everything you rebirth. So it's not really that hard in the late stages. Yeah, in the late stages, everything, like I said, it gets easier as you go. 100%. That is true. 100%. Now your mindset, like I said, that will be the most satisfying part, is seeing the progression of how the time lowers itself as you rebirth. But then your mindset will probably, your mindset will start to change from that to, and this is what you got to prevent from happening, so that way you can avoid it. Your mindset will start thinking, oh, okay, so it takes me like this amount to rebirth and stuff like that, right? But you're already under the 10-minute mark. So once you get under that 10-minute mark, just rebirth casually. At that point, when you reach under the 10-minute mark, rebirth casually. Don't worry about the time it takes, because once you're under that 10-minute mark, you want to just kind of go with the flow, let it lead you, let it guide you, and don't worry too much about the time, because that that time can really be a big factor in demotivating you. Assuming requirement equals 2 million plus 3 million plus 2 million plus 3 million times rep. Then SP equals boss times 1 plus 0.25 times rep, and the total points is requirement slash SP. Can't wait till I get laptop. Good old laptop. Just me. Well, like I said before, I've already mentioned it. No one has stepped forward to challenge the role of the villain of DBU. Now, of course, there are some people have pointed out to me that were trying to replicate your style, but they really weren't able to hit the mark on the term of villain. Now, of course, you remember this person. I think Ira Latson had a potential. Now you can judge whether if Ira Latson had a potential successor type of next level. Now I wouldn't say it would be like close to Dark Apsite, but we're talking about like the next successor type of thing. Ira Latson had the potential for it. Like we don't have to have the same as that person, but we need someone who is capable of doing it. And so far, no one in a while has stepped up for the role of villain of DBU. Ira Latson was a good candidate for it. I'm trying to see who else was a good candidate for villain. Said, does being racist to you consider being a villain? No, not necessarily. No, because we're not talking about like that. We're talking about. So we're talking. Okay. When we're talking about villain of DBU, we're talking about villain of DBU, but we're talking about someone notorious for their reputation, the things that they've done, and we're talking about. Okay, for example, Dark Apsite. Take this for example, Sean. Dark Apsite on Discord and on game, wherever it happens, Discord and game, we'll argue with you for a very long time. For a very long time. We're talking about longevity. We're talking about patience. We're talking about like longevity, patience. All these things are added up. What makes a villain a villain? What makes a villain a villain? You can look at it from two different angles, two different sides of it. But it's not necessarily insults. It's not really insults or remarks. It's not really that. It's more like it's a little bit more to it. It's more to it. It's more to it than that. It's way more. It's more to it. Let me see. Hold on. We'll go back to that in a second. If you only look towards one NPC, it actually gets harder. For instance, at Reb is 0 and 1, you take 1 Ozaru to Reb. At 2 to 8, it's 2 Ozarus, and at 9 is infinite. Takes 3 Ozarus to rebirth, all 2 times. Wait, it was considering 5 mil each Ozaru without anything. Dart making nature to be Dart Jr. to be the new villain of DBU. That person will have to fill in a lot of will have a lot to fill in. We'll have a long way to go. Like I said, Sean, many people have already stepped up and went for it. But I said, I don't know. Qjo, what's up? You said sub and alt them? Are you talking about submissive and malevolence? Or is it no, it's not malevolent. No, it's not malevolence or something like that. Nah, I didn't. I didn't see I didn't see submissive or malevolence as villains. Saw them more as like angels at that point, and this was before, and this was when Papa Pingo was owner, because they had unique abilities that was definitely out of the norm. Yeah, it was definitely out of the norm. It gets easier every rebirth because the lower NPCs like X Fighter takes 12k kills to rep, but only on rebirth 39,000. Any rebirth below that takes less NPCs to rep. Why not like the rest? Well then, Sean, you'll have to like, you'll have to be like I say you have to. If you're gonna go for the role of villain of DBU, well then you're gonna be tested by the overall by the villain himself. Either by the villain himself or the community. The community will test you. The community will test you to see if you now it's not like no trial to try to test it and see. You just gotta go out there and then gain your notoriety. Gain your notoriety. But when you get more stats, you start grinding more stats. But when you get more stats, you start grinding more stats. And Gogeta takes 26 kills to rep at limit against 12k kills of X-Fire. Well, Sean, your first test is is in front of you. That being Dark Outside. %50 player loss. The real turn took over when now the crumbling really start. Well, the crumbling happened in many different occasions, but the crumbling of the player count really started to happen after that Red Bull's leaderboard server. After that server, that was probably the most funniest server and the most chaotic server and the most game changing moments in the Red Bull's leaderboard server. That server, the amount of exposure that happened in that server was insane. To the point where everything pretty much changed after that. Because that's when Tempo left, and that's when a lot of people left and stuff and like that. But mostly people started leaving because of no stat. Because of the stat requirements. When the new update happened to where this map was added, that's when the stat requirements were, in there. People were upset about it, but then again, it was a vote, so it was kind of weird. So even if players saying yes, we want this, you just never know. You just never know if they really want that or they just want it because it's an update. So you gotta really think about it. No, I wouldn't say. Nah, not really much for it. Nah, I wouldn't. Nah. Said Malevolence was the most evil because bro just. Well, you can differentiate it by who is the most evil and who is the most of villain. Villain is someone who is like known and gained a lot of notoriety across the many different platforms of DBU or Roblox, because if it was Roblox, then other people would know about it in other games that that particular person has played too. Most evil would be like crashing servers or crashing just servers just for no reason. And of course that would just be like a different standard. That'd be like more of a different standard versus a person who is playing the game, a person that's playing the game, grinding the game, but is doing it in a different approach, rather than doing it and viewing as a hero, but more as a and not as a neutral, but more as a villain approach. But yeah. So jail. Okay, so I wasn't around when I heard of jail. So that's something new. Last thing I know I've heard was the 1SK clan. I know that's probably still around. The 1SK, Malevolence, Submissive. Now I don't know what happened to those two. And of course Matt Score. And what else? I'm trying to see. Because they didn't mention, but at the initial Astral Instant update, you could transform infinitely, causing massive lag to the server. What in the world? Yeah, so you have different types, like, you have different types in many different categories. There's villain, most evil, and there's probably many different like synonyms that have different different sections to list as well. Spam transform astral and just explode like a charging key in real DBS anime, but it also lag the game. Oof. That's a oofy oof moment right there. Alrighty. Ooh, a nice rib. Alright. 1 second, y'all. Be right back. We're back. Indeed. We are going to get about up to 28,960. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. And then we'll wrap. And then at 960. I think. Is that right? I'll have to check again. But anyway, let's keep it going. Alright, let's see. Alright. Oh, did I forget about energy falling? Cool. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a couple of things. I need to see if if that stuff came in yet. So I need to go. Let's watch. Let me see here. Oh yeah, true. That's right, that's right. Okay, so yeah, when it came to Roblox avatar and then in-game avatar, and then on top of that, you Roblox, actually, yeah, hold on. We go as far as say Roblox avatar, in-game avatar, and then Discord avatar, Discord profile pic, and then Discord server. So if you want to, so if a person's trying to go for the villain of DBU, you gotta make your theme. You gotta make your theme the theme. You gotta make that the theme of it as well. You gotta make the theme. It's called where's the Yep, there it is. And on top of that, you gotta have a bio that you gotta have a bio there as well. Yep. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm really curious as to what the update for this one's gonna be. Let me see what sneaks. That's right. So far, the sneak peeks. Now, the sneak peek only so far was the divine. What was it? Divine blue, I believe. But I'm not sure if that's gonna be like the entirety of the update of that gonna be a form or not. Guess we'll have to see what it'll be. That's the only sneak that we got from that. Let's look at the polls. It says, in a future update with the Dragon Balls, what should we be able to get? Should we get stats? Should we get money? Should we get forms, bosses, new items, rebirths, levels? But at levels it says not in game yet. Or yet, right? Yet. Keyword yet, right? And the people have voted for rebirths for Dragon Balls. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, what would the deal supposed to be since the very beginning? Well, no, I don't want to look at the very beginning. Let's look at let's look at what people are suggesting here. Let's see. I'm gonna look at some of these suggestions and then I'm gonna see what some people are thinking about while we're grinding. Actually, this on the world. Actually, nah, never mind. I'm gonna have to scratch that. I forgot all about that. They did mention about adding race to the game too as well. I forgot where it was that was mentioned about that. I literally forgot. That's right, because this was supposed to be the official rework for the code structure starting today, which was at 12/24. Which was at the 24th of December. Expected within some weeks. This means less lag, upgraded assets map, user interface, etc. More updates and less time each update. Better loading and less glitchiness. That was a while back, so I wonder what it is they got planned as far as that goes. It's like you can use Dragon Ball to gain reps. Well, as of right now, it's like a voting thing that if they were to add Dragon Balls into the game, what would mostly people use it for? And it was a vote, and most people voted for rebirths. I need to see what everything looks like, because I really don't have a good grasp on how that would be. Dragon Balls, yeah. That's not official though. Everything so far is just something for. I believe everything so far that we're hearing is like the idea. I wouldn't say an official. I'm only gonna take the official announcement. Even with the part about the level thing, that was like there. That was more of an idea. So I wouldn't take it with an official announcement. Only official announcement that I got, the official announcement, was just, hey guys, just so you know, we're getting this update done ASAP. We've just run into some delays along the way with some developers. But don't worry, we've working our hardest to get the update out to you guys, and that was the 6th of January when that happened. Right? That was the 6th of January when that happened. It's the only announcement that we got, and then other than that, sneak peeks. And the sneak peek, of course, was Divine Blue. So I'm assuming that's just one of the sneak peeks, right? Just one of the sneak peeks. And then polls. Like I said, thinking about it in the future. But one thing they gotta be careful is when it comes to the voting things, just in case, you know, like this has to be something that has to be like thought out, like really, like because the reason why I say that is because of the stat cap, not the stat cap, the stat requirement incident, the no stat cap, not no stat cap. What am I talking about? The stat requirement incident. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. The stat requirement incident is what took a change that I saw people leaving, and this was when the new map was added and etc, etc. Didn't really have an issue with it. It kind of changed things, but it didn't demotivate me to not rebirth. But I could tell that that was the sudden change that people started to leave the game for, even though a majority of players wanted it to happen. That's something to keep in mind. Keep in mind, indeed. So, kind of wanted to see how this will work. Chris, with the update, I got to 100 trillion base stats. Then I used the bug farm and got to 1.2 quad. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I think I went to the boss too early. Yeah, I went to the boss way too early. But it's fine though. Like just one round early. I can just imagine the G-forces the players experience, like accelerating almost 600 miles per hour. Yeah, moving at 380 quad is quite insane. Especially going out there, it just going at all out. Just going pretty much all out there. But you know, it's been a minute since people have, since the location of people where they've been so far. It's underneath the map, I believe. So, this place. People could use this map as like an open lane, but then the fighting becomes a little bit more. The fighting gets a little tricky because the sky's limit. Or the ceiling, the platform. The interesting fact is that 1 quad is not the speed of sound. Absolutely baffling. Because there's an incoming sound that just there is an incoming sound and then there's a sound on impact. It's incoming sound and then sound on impact. One quad run-in is equal to 100 trillion flying. It's a crazy difference in speed. Let's see what Q&A is happening in Dragon Ball Ultimate. I wonder. I don't know why I'm trying to go Super Broly. Losing all training thought. Would I make a boss for Divine Blue? What would it be? No. In the sneak peek, it was a form. I believe it's supposed to be like from the looks of it, like I said, I don't have that other form, which was That Divine Blue is supposed to be a form. And it's supposed to like fit in between, I believe, here in this area, I believe. Or here. I'm not really sure. But that's not the update. That's a sneak peek, apparently. That's a sneak peek. The recent sneak peek, which was a while ago. Let me look back at that real quick. That was the 25th. That was on December 25th. So that was during Christmas at that time. That was the sneak peek. Divine Rose Prominence. Oh, what in the world? Don't. Yeah, from the sneak peek, it's called Boss Drop. Below it. What? I don't see. I don't see Boss Drop. What was it? I'm trying to remember. Man, oh man. A Divine Rose, that's his Boss Drop. It was in the same exact position for the Divine Blue. And the sneak peek is it. Wait. I'm sure in the sneak peek it was below. It was below Super Saiyan Blue. So. Yeah. On there, I see Corrupt Super Saiyan. Look, Corrupt Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan Blue, and then underneath Super Saiyan Blue is supposed to be Divine Blue, in between. based on the sneak peek that I saw that said soon. That said soon. Oh wait, Red Bulls is back. Said check Discord DM real quick. Which one? Yeah, Red Bulls. So Red Bulls has returned. Yay or nay? Cause I haven't heard from Red Bulls in a minute. No copyright music going kind of repetitive on fields. Nice. Because the music transitions from one to the next Then we'll go to Earth and it just cycles to different amounts. It was good old Dragoon. What up, Underboss? We got Underboss up in here. Oh, what in the world? I was stuck for a second. So you're getting close to my reps. Nice. Nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good work indeed. Good work indeed. Unfortunately, I am not going to compete at all. So pass me as quick as possible. Because those days of me trying to compete, those days are over. Those days are done. 100% done. Last person went up against Detail. I'm done after that. I'm done. I am done. I am done indeed. I like the old music, they were very cool. I found out someone made a playlist about DBU's music, and I could hear the music again, even though I could still imagine the notes of the music. Iconic. Yeah, one of them the music that you play in oh yeah, Detail, yeah, he went the net smile. He went the net smile indeed. I said you can keep going. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna catch up later. I'm gonna stop here. Keep going. Said more than double. I heard someone saying they were reaching 200k reps, then they proceeded to say they only needed more reverse. I thought you were talking about mat score or something like that. Because I think mat score was already 200k plus rebirths. Oh, wait. Oh man, hold on. Wait, is this related to... Let me slide up real quick. Who was it that sent that to me? Was it... Was it this one? Let me see. Sounds interesting. Give it more of a look. Gonna have to give that one more of a... I think it's... Is this the same one that was sent to me a while ago? Because I think it was... Who was it? Was it Mr. Rookie? Was it Mr. Rookie? I was trying to see if it was Mr. Rookie that sent that to me. I'm not talking about the one that just sent to, but it was somebody else that sent to me that showed it. But it does sound interesting though. So I'm gonna definitely yeah, more details. Cause I had no idea when it's go like officially like when all of this gonna start. Cause I don't know if you still hear me or not. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, cause I have to see, cause I start back in college next week. Like I said, we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, be sure to respond to this. If you're not hearing me now, then I'll respond to it after stream. Yeah. Mod players and NPCs for his teleportation bug. Notice that other bug where you punch someone. Where it's like you punch someone and then all of a sudden they can't do anything. They're stuck. Yeah. Oh, you going to college now? I think it'll be good. With the like I said, with the theorem that you was coming up with the numerical equations for the theorem, I think you got it down pat. I think you got it down pat. Oh. I'm about to prepare to make a, what's it called? Yeah, a whole, section on that one. Year on. Alright. Yeah, I'll respond to I'll respond afterwards. That way I can get more info that way. No, what am I doing, man? Bro. See, this is how you know that I'm ready for the Zenny to be nerfed, so that way I can just go straight to bills with 500 mil. This is how you know I'm ready. This is how you know I'm ready to go for that to be nerfed. Okay. Yes, but that theorem I was creating is just the first out of 3 articles I'm planning to do. This article already has about 3,500 words and about 1,500 characters, no spaces included. Whoa. No space included. No double space, no 1.5 space, no one, and just straight no space. Silver King. Currently I am 237 rebirths. Do you know when I am starting to do reps under 25 minutes? Not exactly sure, because a lot has changed since 237 rebirths. From way back then to now. So, especially now, because now they changed this. This has been changed from 20% to a 5% boost, which was 25%. And I may be like, oh, what does that do? No. Trust me. When this probably have a big boost. But anyway, I would say time yourself. First, time yourself as to how many rebirths you get at 237 rebirths. Just one rep. How long does it take for you to get the next rebirth at 238, right? How long does it take you to get that? Guys, was it around correct me if I'm wrong, was it around when is the part where you hit maybe the 10-minute mark? We'll start there, so that way we can see from the 25-minute, under 25-minute mark versus the 10-minute mark. I'm trying to remember when was it. If I can go to the, actually I can see if I can go to Order of Black Knight's history and be like 25-minute. No, no, no. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. 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 That's 2021. Let's see, 10 minutes then. 10 minutes. Oh. 10 to 20 minutes. No, that's stat grinding. Man. I'm trying to see from there. How's it feel to hit that 20K mark? 20K mark. Like I said, over time when you're grinding, the mentality would definitely change. You'll definitely be like, okay, you accomplish the main goal, right? Depending on how you do or differentiate your goals and stuff like that. I don't know why I'm fighting this person. Hold on. We'll keep going. Now it takes 12 million to rep, not 15 mil. For example, if Ozara still had 5 million stats, it'd be 0 to 1 and 1 Ozara. Oh, you're explaining. Okay, 10 minutes was about 2K stats. With talent reaching 238 reps would take me like 26 minutes. I don't know if I am fast or slow compared to others that have 237 rebirths. Oh, don't worry about whether you're doing it fast or not, because the important part is doing it at a casual pace. We're not even talking about the important part is doing it at a pace where it's comfortable. Not a pace where you're like, I gotta make sure I spare every single millisecond in order to not miss a single point in time. Like, do not, avoid from grinding like that at all costs. Do not grind by the millisecond. Grind comfortably. What's gonna matter is your pacing and your consistency. It's really gonna make a difference. Your pacing and consistency is gonna make a difference. The time will slowly go down and down and down and down. You could do it this way. You could do it like okay, so for today, you have a goal of hitting this amount of rebirths, and so the next day, you want to try your best to hit that same goal that you did yesterday, and you want to keep doing that, 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 keep doing that. Just keep on doing it. Just keep on doing it. Just keep on doing it, and then eventually, the amount of time it takes you to hit that certain amount will decrease, and then you can increase the amount that you can do to go back to where you was just doing. So if it takes you, let's say it takes you 1 day, let's say it takes you like a full 1 day grind to get a 20 rebirth gain or 10 rebirth gain. It takes you a day to get 10 rebirths or a day to get 20 rebirths. You'll keep doing it until it reaches to a point where when you do 20 or 10 rebirths, it takes you half a day, and so you want to gain back that 1 day, and then you will increase the rebirths that you do, so that way it helps over and over. So what's gonna really help the most is consistent. So 10 rebirths a day, or however many that you can do without it, without you burning yourself out. So without you burning yourself out, if you're doing a casual grind each and every day, and then you hit this amount, and then you hit this amount the next day, and then this amount the next day, staying consistent as close as possible, you're definitely gonna see a bit difference in terms of the time getting lower and lower. It's gonna really come down to how you approach it. What up, Sub-Zero? We got Sub-Zero up in here. I remember that Types of Gamer thing. Y'all be thinking like the sweat. Yeah, it was the Types of Gamers, right? Yeah, Types of Gamers. Like, see enemy up ahead? See enemy up ahead? Man. Hoo-wee. I think I said something like, how many rebirths do I have? I have 5 point something thousand rebirths. How many stats? I have, 2 trillion? Something. That was funny. Grounded by millisecond also makes you frustrated too. Yeah, like I said, when I noticed that there are some people like that, you know, you have those that have you have different types of grinders. You have the casual grinders that can watch TV while doing something. Then you have the focus grinders that, you know, like have the music on and pretty much locked in. But then you have the ones that like really go to the extreme and like actual like grind. You have an extreme that doesn't waste a millisecond. That's what we call it, the painful grind. At 5K, I needed 900 more rebirths to decrease my time from 11 minutes 30 seconds to 10 minutes and 40 seconds without events and talents. Ooh-wee. That's right, because you didn't get talents until like later on. Chris said below 1K the best is to go all out. After 1K the best is to be consistent. What was I doing at the time? That time I was staying consistent. I know my hardest obstacles was when I was around 200 rebirths and 2,000 rebirths. For some reason, in the twos, that's when it gets difficult for some odd reason. But after, you know, the 2,000 part, I don't think there was any more trouble after that. Below 1K, you get faster and faster, way faster than after 1K. Like the time decreases massively. Compared to more than 1K, that to do 2 times reverse, you need to go to 3,000 reverse. Used to play in half window, but Chris stream on the half of my screen in lockdown. Oh yeah, everybody was, yeah. That was the lock in moments right there. I wonder, do I still have that video? Let me see, do I still have that video? Discord. No, yeah. Oh, it's right here. Uh. Hmm. Y'all still remember? Yeah, I know y'all still remember this. Oh, hold on. Can y'all even, can't? How come it's not letting y'all see it? Oh, is it? It's because I didn't put it above here. Yeah, there it is. Now y'all remember this. I know y'all remember this. Bro. Oh man. Oh man. I know y'all remember that. I know y'all remember that. Oofy oof indeed, man. Oofy oof indeed. I know y'all remember that. It never dropped. Oh man. People at this point were making memes. DB fans, yes, update is gonna be top. I can't wait. How do we tell them? How do we tell them? How do we tell them? How do we tell the DBU fan here that top's not happening? How do we tell them? How do we tell them? How do we tell them? Man, oh man. I know I had the other part here. Was it in Roblox, right? Yeah. No, that's pictures. Vid clips. I don't think it's in there. Video Radeon software, Roblox. Nope. That's an older Roblox video. Those are way older Roblox videos. Some people may get this nostalgia with this, so I might as well show this to y'all too. It's 15 seconds. 115 seconds to 117 seconds. So mute it. Y'all might like this one. Look at this. Look at this one. Look at that. Man, look at that. And it was 2020 too on top of that. That's nostalgia. Hold on, where's another one? This one right here. This was before that was guys, I'm not even joking. That recording right there was before I even joined Fusion Squad, before I even joined the clan, before I even discovered about the Discord, all that. This was before I even joined this. This was before era. This was still like me discovering. That was the earliest one that you can get right there. That was the earliest. Besides Rage, wait, yeah. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Alrighty. One more rep, guys, and then we'll wrap it up for today. One rep, and then we'll wrap it up. Indeed. Oh, reverse. I'm gonna take a look at that real quick. $28,959. Alrighty. Super Broly. I was watching a live stream of a guy named Chris5125 playing. That was more of a recording. Man, oh man. It's been a minute. Like I said, that was before the lore. Before the lore drop. From Dad_by Smurf. Smurf. And still had Catman99P, Nathan, and OG. So that was the era where dinosaurs were on DBU. That was like I said, that was the era of Mecha Newts. Cause remember, I came in Broly update, so people who were there before then, they knew more about it. They knew more about what was all there. Man, oh man. Hello, Zeno. Zeno. Hello, hello. Oh man. Alright, y'all. This is where I'm gonna wrap it up for today indeed. Let me see, what was it that what was it? Let's see if I can find that video real quick. Nah, can't wait. Hold on. Oh, I didn't even realize this was there. I'll get y'all a few flashbacks. I'll get y'all a few flashbacks before we leave. I'll get y'all a few flashbacks before we leave it for today. Let's see if I can show it to y'all. Go through a trip for so Chris had 2019 doing his first rep and going, I'm back at the start. Not at 2019. I didn't arrive till 2020. What's up, Crow? Shadow Crow, what is up? What's up? What is up? What is up, Shadow Crow? What is up? Much appreciated for stopping by indeed. Much appreciated for stopping by indeed. But yeah, we're just going through a quick trip before we wrap things up. Give a little memory lane while we're at it. See if I can remember, what was it? See if anybody can remember this one. Yeah. This is the server. Y'all remember we discussed about it earlier. This was the server. Yeah, so you had that server, right? You had that server going on. And I believe there was another. Well, yeah, that one was the fusion. Which one did I probably enjoy? Okay, there was that. Yeah, there's this one. This was probably more iconic here. Kanye, yeah, there was. I remember Kanye from yeah, this one. The first release, and there's Red Bulls right there. Spicy ladies, man. Yeah, so you had all that happening. So that was Bill's Planet's first release. That was Bill's Planet's first release there. W. That was a W. What was another one? What was another one? There was one more that was actually pretty good, pretty solid. I think I like this one. Yeah, it was this one. Most people remember this, if they remember. This is actually a good moment here.
We all started at the X-Fighters. Remember where you came from.
Y'all know exactly who voice this is. If not,
we gotta go do this lap right now. So if you
Son the one hot.
That's okay. You can catch up. We're gonna head out to the coast and we're gonna head left. That's what we're gonna do. Together. There's the boys. Zoomed out. Marching as one.
Yeah, that's Son.
There they all are.
Yeah, Dark outside, remember?
Okay. if you ain't in the march yet, come up.
Also a familiar name right here, Fallen Power.
Celebrate.
So many usernames, and we can recognize already who this person
Does it bring back
was.
memories? I'm sure it does. It's been a fucking wild ride.
Like I said, one thing Son knew how to do, he knew how to run tournaments. He knew how to run a tournament. Not even joking. And then there was this one. I know you remember this one. This one you probably remember. Dark. This one. Yeah, this one right here. Yep. This one right here. Oh man. That one right there. Yeah, that one. I did not know Fusion. See, that one was a mystery to me. I did not know Fusion Timmy got mad because of that. I did not know he got mad because of that. I was so confused as to why he got mad. I was super confused as to why he got mad when that happened. All right, let me catch up to y'all and then we'll wrap it up because we're gonna be let's see. I'm the one that pops out of nowhere saying what's up. Wait, recommend a manga. It's valid. Nothing too crazy. It ain't too chill. Good amount of humor in it, along with action, etc. First one 927, now 960. It's only 33 reps. Chris, check out the manga called Top Tier Providence. Secretly cultivate for 1,000 years. That already sounds familiar. But if it's a manga, then I probably haven't seen it. Let me see real quick. After this happened, a situation. I'm trying to remember, because I remember that was during the time where Timmy went to the Dark Empire and changed his profile pic and everything, and everybody, including us, was kind of confused. We were kind of like, what happened? You know, all that stuff happened, right? So I encountered Tempo in the server, and he let me fuse it, and then also Dark was also in the server, and then that happened, right? Coincidentally, that just happened. Coincidentally, that just happened, and then the rest kind of just went from there. Where's what was I looking for? What was I looking at again? Oh, Top Tier Providence. Let me see what Top Tier Providence. For 1,000 years. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Where's Nah, the easiest way to find the person would be through here. Let's see. Providence. Let's see. Oh, looks like it needs to index a little bit of the But anyway, with that said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. No, we didn't buy Deep Woken. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Alright guys, so if you're new to the channel, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, click notifications, and ring the bell. As always, stay positive, stay quick, and once again, Chris Quick out. Peace. Thank y'all for watching.